All right, good afternoon, minor league baseball fans, and welcome to Minor League Baseball, the show. Today is our third game of this four-game series between the visiting Midland Rockhounds and your San Antonio Missions. Well, tomorrow we round out the series as the Midland Rockhounds come once again. And on the next following day, the San Antonio Missions get ready to hit the road for another six-game series with the Arkansas Travelers and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Go online now and purchase or print your tickets from home. You can also follow the San Antonio Missions all season long with the First Pitch app from Minor League Baseball. You can download that on any smartphone. Right now, get out your scorecards, and we got your starting lineups. First for the visiting Midland Rockhounds. Leading off and playing the designated hitter, Ernesto Cortez. Cortez, the DH. Batting second for Midland is the second baseman, Steve Lombardozzi. Lombardozzi at second. Patrick Boyer will be the shortstop as he'll bat third for the Rockhounds. Boyer at short. Jason Nunez will be the fourth to bat for Midland. Nunez at first. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Renato Nunez. Nunez at third. Center fielder, Douglas Streeter will bat sixth for the Rockhound order. Streeter at center. Bryce Norman will be the catcher for the Rockhounds. Norman catching. Edmundo Castro will be the left fielder as he bats eighth for the Midland Rockhounds. Castro at left. Donald Kidda will bat ninth as he rounds out the batting order for the Midland Rockhounds. Kidda at right. Cortez, Lombardozzi, Boyer will be your first lead on three. Nunez, Streeter will be your middle three. Norman, Castro, and Kidda round out the batting order for the Rockhounds. And on the mound for Midland, Coleman Riggs. Riggs, this afternoon's starting pitcher for the Rockhounds. Now here's the starting lineup for the San Antonio Missions. Leading off and playing in shortstop, Steve Chavez. Chavez is short. Boone Devine will be the designated hitter. He'll bat second for San Antonio. Devine, the DH. Christian Villanueva will be batting third for San Antonio. Villanueva at third. Carmen Zapata will be batting fourth for San Antonio. Zapata at center. Leroy Ochoa will be batting fifth for San Antonio. Ochoa at first. Batting sixth is the left fielder, Alan Cordoba. Cordoba at left. Cleanup hitter, catcher, batting seventh for San Antonio, Manuel Rancon. Rancon in cleanup. Brian Valdez will be the right fielder. He'll bat eighth for the Missions. Valdez, a right. George Aponte will be at second base as he bats ninth for San Antonio, and also rounding out the batting order, Aponte at second. Chavez, Devine, Villanueva will be your first lead on three. Zapata, Ocha, and Cordoba will be your middle three. Rincon, Valdez, and Aponte round out the batting order for San Antonio. And on the mound for San Antonio, Hank Schneider. Schneider, today's Missions pitcher, and there's your starting lineups.
time for baseball on MLB Network. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Midland Rockhounds and the San Antonio Missions. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Number 28 takes the mound for the home team in this contest. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Settling in now, Ernesto Cortez. He will lead this one off today.
Designated hitter, Ernesto.
Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Villanueva is going to have plenty of room as he puts it away in front of the dugout for the first out of the inning. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day, those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Got to find a way to scratch a few across early.
Digging in the switch hitter, Steve Lombardozzi, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Hard hit ball to second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Batting third, shortstop, Patrick Boyer.
Digging in, Patrick Boyer. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Pitch to the plate is a splitter that misses, so he's behind in the count now, 3-1. And the 3-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Coleman Riggs will be tasked with the starting pitching assignment for the away team. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're going to have a chance to look at a guy that throws, I call it a sweeper. It's kind of it's a hybrid between a slider and a curveball. It's a big sweeping breaking ball. And if he has a good one, you'll see lots of swings and misses early on.
So striding forward now, Steve Chavez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Standing in now, Boone Devine. Swinging a ground ball to third. And the throw to first is in time, one gone. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
So stepping in, Christian Villanueva. First appearance for him here with the leadoff man still at second and one gone now. This one's down to third. Nunez takes it in time to first, and there are two away.
Batting fourth, center fielder, Carmen Zapata.
Coming to the plate now, Carmen Zapata. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. It's a nice piece of hit, and maybe not what he was looking for, but the result is there.
In now, Leroy Ochoa. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box now, Alan Cordova. Rounded down the third baseline. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 1 inning in the books here. The Missions lead it 1-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jason Nunez. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Nunez.
Pitch on the way. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. On the corner away, a ball and a strike.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Valdez moves over, and that's the first out of the inning.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And be on the lookout today, because the best arm in the outfield resides in left field. Usually not the norm, but you better not test this guy. Not only does he have a strong arm, very, very accurate as well.
Striding in, Renato Nunez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cordova's under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth, center fielder, Douglas Streeter.
Digging in, Douglas Streeter. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
You know, D-Row, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though. He must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, man. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Streeter on third. Norman at second with 2 gone. He pulls this one into right. Valdez is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Now batting, Manuel Rincon. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Pitch on the way. Hard on the ground towards short. Boyer over to his left. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And the guy controlling center field today, I can't emphasize this enough. If you want a good ball club, you better be strong up the middle. Center field being that main component with catcher, shortstop, and second base. This guy takes tremendous routes to the ball. Strong and accurate arm, and just a leader on the field.
Throw on to first will take care of him. And the home second has been a quick one so far. Already 2 gone now. So digging in now, George Aponte. First pitch coming. Here it is. Soft liner towards center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Lawn darts and hand grenades right there. Mixing in some knocks the unlikely way.
Into the box, Steve Chavez. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through into center field. Base hit, and the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Stepping in now, Christian Villanueva. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. In to score is the runner from first. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
And that's hitting one-on-one right there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
Standing in now, Carmen Zapata hit the other way out toward right field. Kita is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll go now to the top of the third. San Antonio's out in front, 4-0. Leading off the inning, Donald Kita, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Hit in the air out to left field. Chavez into shallow left. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ernesto Cortez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the 2 teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
0 for 1 here in the early going. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Number 10, shortstop.
Ready now, Patrick Boyer. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Lombardozzi leads off second with one gone in the inning. Popped him up. Aponte ranging into shallow right. 2 down.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Jason Nunez. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Two out here and a runner at second. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. Swung on and missed. And that's the final out of the inning. A run on 2 hits and they leave 1. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Missions lead it 4-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Leroy Ochoa. He reached on a single in his first try.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
In now, Manuel Rincon as he lines it out to center. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Into the box, Brian Valdez. High in the air out to center field. Streeter giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he's safe.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Ripped down the line. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 0-1. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through. A base hit, and that'll play run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Stepping in now, Steve Chavez. Now he reaches out and tries to dump this one out to left. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. And they're not going to get him at third. So runners at second and third now with only 1 gone.
He was not messing around in that at-bat, looking for a first-pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
Into the box now, Boone Divine. Liner towards second. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And he'll reach first safely. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Now batting, third baseman,
Now time call here as here comes the skipper from the third base dugout. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Pablo Da Silva is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Christian Villanueva will be the first to greet him here as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only one out. Lifted in the air out to right. And this is going to dunk in out there, a base hit. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 9-1 ball game.
Boy, talking about being an impact guy in today's game, that RBI base hit right there gives him 3 RBIs on the day, D-Row.
Yeah, I remember sitting on the bench talking to Chipper Jones. He wanted to always put a biscuit in a basket. This guy's got 3 of them.
In now, Carmen Zapata. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Lombardozzi, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
First baseman, number 8, Leroy.
Ready for another shot now, Leroy Ochoa. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. First offering on its way. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Streeter is in pursuit. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. 3 innings complete. San Antonio's out in front, 9-1. Striding in once again, Renato Nunez. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming, here it is. And that one just missed outside. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
A 2-1 count to Nunez. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Valdez is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Douglas Streeter.
Striding into the box, Douglas Streeter. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball that just misses inside. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Here now the 2-2. Freezes him, a strikeout looking. Ready for another chance, Bryce Norman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A cold strike on the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Chavez is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Missions lead it 9-1. Alan Cordoba hits next. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Cordova stands at second with no outs. High and deep to left center field. Streeter ranging back at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he's going to get the second now with nobody out.
Man, that's got to be a base running mistake right there. But taking a look at it, I guess, in his defense, he had to wait to see if the ball was going to be caught. By the time he saw it get down, the ball was already on its way back to the infield.
Into the box, Brian Valdez. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow. A cash in here as the run is in to score from third. So a tremendous diving catch there, and our show track technology demonstrates to us that his route was really what made it happen. Pretty easy to see he wouldn't have been able to make that play if it had not been for the angle he took to get to the ball. Stepping in now, George Aponte as he grounds one briskly to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he recovers to make the play, so a run is across to score, but they do record the second out.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Into the box now, Steve Chavez. Now here's the ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they just continue to pour it on here.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
Standing in now, Boone Devine. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left on base. We played 4 full. San Antonio's out in front, 12-1. So striding in, Edmundo Castro as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. That's a tough take.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
And a splitter is over for a cold third strike as he's left shaking his head. 1 gone. So coming to the plate, Donald Kida. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is. You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
Cordoba is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Steve Lombardozzi. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Splitter here, and it's taken for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 home. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Kita stands at second with 2 gone. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He pulls into third safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Working quickly now with the splitters in there, 0-2. A man on third with 2 down. Liner toward right center, and a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase at something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Missions lead it 12-3. Digging in once again, Christian Villanueva. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Third baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carmen Zapata. First pitch on its way. Hit to short. Throw on the first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th.
First baseman, number 8.
Ready once again, Leroy Ochoa. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line towards center field. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, he'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
In now, Alan Cordoba. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Streeter has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Renato Nunez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And now a pitch on the way. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you could bet he's not going to hold back.
Look out. All over the place now. 3-0. Douglas Streeter is on deck. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Lifted down the line in left. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Now batting.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cordova's under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting.
At the plate, Edmundo Castro. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Low with the splitter, ball 1. The 1-0 home is a fastball looked at for a strike. A 1-1 to 1-2 now. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. This is pulled into right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Manuel Rincon. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here's the first pitch to him. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. On a line, that's a base hit.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
George Aponte.
Stepping in now, George Aponte, and he puts it on the ground to second. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we'll have it for you next on MLB Network. Back here on MLB Network. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Stepping into the box, Donald Kida.
Right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work. See if he can throw the ball over the plate.
Behind the big fastball. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Hit back up the middle. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting. Designated hitter, Ernesto Cortez.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ernesto Cortez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Here's the 0-1. Hit high and deep is straight away right field. Valdez going back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Now batting, second baseman, Steve Lombardozzi.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Steve Lombardozzi, tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Line drive to left. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Boy, D-Row, the pitch count keeps climbing and climbing and climbing, and this is another example of they're really making this guy work in this one.
Yeah, that's the grind right here. You put your hard hat on, you try and find a way to get into that bullpen.
Into the box, Patrick Boyer, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Lombardozzi, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat to ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. That's wide. 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Too high, and it's 3-0. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
And here's Renato Nunez. He went down on strikes last time up. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Here's the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as well.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Row.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Into the box now, Douglas Streeter. 1-0 the count. Softly hit to the left side. But little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. San Antonio's out in front, 12-5. Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Steve Chavez. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here. And those don't come along every day. In now, Boone Devine. Hit down the third baseline. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. The relay. The tag, and he is out at second. In now, Christian Villanueva. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. He's set. Here it comes. This one's down to third. To his left, Nunez. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Carmen Zapata. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied into straightaway right. Hida moves over, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Missions lead it 13-5. Ready for another shot now, Bryce Norman.
Leading off for Midland.
Now a splitter that time that had a bit too much to it as it just about got him.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator's going to sleep well tonight because, as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change. Ready once again, Edmundo Castro. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball. The windup and the 0-1. Hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Donald Hida. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. This one's down to third. Villanueva's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. San Antonio's out in front, 13-5. Digging in once again, Leroy Ochoa. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Leroy Ochoa.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to center field, and that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Alan Cordoba hits next. He swings and grounds it to short, and that gets through a base hit. He's 3 for 5.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for him.
Standing in now, Manuel Rincon. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Castro makes the play, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 7, Brian Valdez.
Digging in and looking for more, Brian Valdez. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Streeter is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Now batting, second baseman, George.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, George Aponte. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Moving under it, Streeter makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Ernesto Cortez, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The 1-1. Popped him up. Aponte calls for it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
Our coordinating producer Chris Gill tells me in my headset to tell you not to miss our post-game highlights. That'll come your way at the conclusion of matters here this afternoon, right here on the show. Striding in once again, Steve Lombardozzi. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0. This one's flared out toward left. Oh, and he misses it. Around first, digging for 2. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. He scores as they inch back here, but there's still a ways to go.
Man, I'm not sure I've ever seen a play like that before. To say that error was costly would be a big understatement. Looked like a circus act out there.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Count remains at 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. The 1-2. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone. A solo shot here to left, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Well, when you're down a bunch of runs, you know the last thing they want to do is walk you. So right there, he picks on a good one to hit and plants it right over the wall.
In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo.
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run. What a blast that was. So here it is again, accompanied by show track. Great exit velocity, and the projected distance comes back at over 470 feet. An impressive thing to watch when it happened, and even more impressive to quantify with the numbers. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Not the greatest 8 in the third he's ever thrown, but he did give the bullpen some rest, and he is in line for the victory here. Miguel Diaz answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. Stepping in now, Renato Nunez. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. Ready for another chance, Douglas Streeter. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth.
The pitcher is acting innocent, but I saw it in real time, and my first thought was he did that on purpose. These pitchers can paint the black inside and out, make the ball move up and down. So a lot of times when you see a guy get hit in that spot, there was some kind of message behind it. We'll see what that leads to the rest of this game.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Diaz, 23 years old. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and a 2-seam fastball. 3 runs already home here. Drilled to the left side. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Digging in the switch hitter, Edmundo Castro. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey.
Valdez is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
13-8, the final score in this one. The San Antonio Missions jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Hank Schneider earns the victory on the mound. Coleman Riggs gave up a whopping 9 earned runs in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
And so the Midland Rockhounds lost Game 3 of this 4-game set to the San Antonio Missions. Well, the final game is the 4th and final game with the Midland Rockhounds, and that will come later. Well, after the 4th and final game, the Missions get ready and get on the road as they get ready to face the Arkansas Metroplex for the Arkansas Travelers for a 3-game set, and a 3-game set at Northwest Arkansas, and most likely it will be a good one. Well, before we go off the air, let's go over runs, hits, and errors. First for the visiting Midland Rockhounds. 8 runs on 14 hits, no errors. They left 2 stranded. With the San Antonio Missions, 13 runs on 23 hits and 1 error. Well, we are back later for more baseball of the show. Our final is 13-8 for San Antonio taking the win. And most likely we will see y'all back later.